What's going on, everybody? Alex with you here, and thank you for joining me for this Christmas edition of AlSuChess video. Thank you and welcome. As you can see here, we have our Christmas tree up and decorated. I've got my semi Santa attire. We're all ready for Christmas. Today's the 23rd of December. And who knows, by the time I upload this video, it may already be past Christmas, but hopefully not. Got my Christmas hat, Santa hat. Didn't realize that some of these actually come in like extra small. Maybe this was in the kids aisle, but I thought they were all like one size fits all. So apparently not, because this is like really pushing into my temples. And probably if I wear it for the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna start getting a headache. So no, actually the reason being that I'm in this hat is I just got this crazy hairdo. Let's drop this stuff. This crazy hairdo that's starting to get out of control, and I've been meaning to go to a hair salon to get a haircut, but the way that it ends up being with me is kind of like this. I decide today I have an hour to spend, or maybe 2 hours of free time, which usually never happens. I call a hair salon, one of the few that I, can kind of trust more or less. Hey, how's it going? I was just wondering if I might be able to get a haircut in the next couple of hours. Oh, I'm sorry, we were booked for the rest of the day. That's pretty much like guaranteed, 100%. I'm sorry, it's like they, I don't know what's going on, but they're always booked for the rest of the day. And actually, I showed up a couple of times just to walk in. There's not that many people, and they're like, "I'm sorry, we're booked for the rest of the day." Okay, I guess you guys are by appointments only, but you're more than welcome to come back and get your haircut tomorrow. We have some availability tomorrow, but I'm always like, you know what? Forget it. I'll cut my own hair because I've been cutting my own hair probably since I was about 16. It all started with me kind of feeling anxiety over the fact that I felt like I was losing some hair, especially like right up here where I was starting to this actually formed right over here at about 16 or so. So I thought, boy, I'm gonna lose my hair. So I stopped going to the hair salon because I felt like they're gonna like judge me or whatever. I'm 16, starting to lose all my hair or whatever. So I picked up a hair trimmer and decided one day, what the heck, I can do this myself. So started cutting it. It was a little bit of something to get used to, but eventually it was just like, okay, you know what? Hair salon's not available. I can do it myself. And the nice thing is I can do it at 10 o'clock at night, right before bed. I can do it anytime I want to do it. And if I don't like it, I can go back and I could trim up a few areas, which is always nice. And if you want to trim it up, within a couple of days, you can do that and the nice thing is that the more that I've done my own hair, it ended up being to where I felt like whenever I would go to hair salons, I would feel like, they're not really doing as good of a job as I would do, because when I'm going through with the trimmer, I really take time to go over it many times so that things look really nice and neat. The only problem for me is that when it comes to the back right over here, things kind of get out of control for me quite a bit. And this area down the neck, which needs to be trimmed up, I just can't really get that area straight. So that's my only issue. So I still have to rely on somebody else to get that nice and straight and professional looking. But still, it's not that much of a problem. So biggest problem is making sure your hair trimmer's charged, or that you have the right adapters for whatever hair length that you want. And another biggest thing is that when you're cutting your hair, you can use scissors, but that's really tricky for me because you have to use hair comb and cut it. But if you use a trimmer all around, the only problem is like right now my hair on top is kind of going sideways, and I like that, the way that it lays sideways. But when you use the trimmer, everything, you kind of start to look like a ball. You look like a hedgehog because all the hair just kind of goes up, and that's it. And the longest guard that I have is at 1 inch. So whenever I take 1 inch right over here on top, that's about it. That's done for. That hair takes a long time to grow out and kind of lay to the side like this. So it's, it doesn't look as good. However, I found out that on Amazon and some other stores you can find guards that are 2 inches, 3 inches, whatever you want. So you don't necessarily need to stick to 1 inch. I didn't realize that, and it wasn't bothersome to me, but I felt like maybe I should order it because it's like 20 bucks and you can get a bunch of extra long, extra large guards, which is pretty cool. Anyways, so couple of things that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. The previous video that I've done on the Cook series, luxury chess pieces, I forgot to mention, did come with the certificate of authenticity. So Staunton chessman, the legendary Staunton chessman, right over here. The Cook series luxury chess pieces, 3.625 inch king, black and natural lacquered, entered year 2021. Then you have the number, and you have the embossed, like, really with a little bit of a, you can feel this, you have a stamp of House of Staunton. So that's kind of cool, you know. It's always nice to get some kind of a certificate of authenticity. I don't really know what you're gonna do with this, honestly. You could put it in like a frame and put it on a wall, I suppose. You can keep it in some kind of a notebook. I really don't know what's the use of it. I mean, I suppose if you show somebody the chess set, you could say this is authentic. Authentic House of Staunton chess set that's been purchased this year. Or during resale, you can say, no, these are not just some random pieces. These are the Cook series luxury chess pieces, you know. I do like this little part that came with it also, is this little black plaque right over here. Let me see if I can zoom it in on it. There we go. This little plaque right over here that you see is actually some kind of metal. It feels metal. And on the back it has the 3M sticker. So what you can do with this plaque is you can, if you have like a box, then you could stick it either on top of the box, or you could stick it underneath like the lid, or anywhere you want to. But I guess it's meant to be placed. It's meant to be stuck somewhere close to the chess pieces, so that way, like, you open up the box and you know which chess set it is. And that sort of brings me to what this video was intending to be about. Is I wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit more up close this little box right here that pretty much is the same box that I've shown you guys before, like the brown leather box, the same one that you guys have seen in the previous video. It's really quite nice, and it's not super expensive. It's from House of Staunton, but one of my biggest pet peeves with it is just the overall capacity here, and that's why I wanted to make this video real quick to show you guys what I feel like you can and can't put in this box, and you know what I feel overall about it. Let's take a quick look. This little sticker that I just showed you guys has the sticky part in the back, and ideally you probably would want to put the sticker somewhere on a hard surface. So right underneath this box here, I guess you could do it, but this is fabric. It's very thin fabric, so you could very well stick this on the inside like that, and that would look really nice. Only problem is that if you're intending to put other pieces down the road in this box, you'd have to take the sticker off. So if you are intending to keep those pieces inside the box, then you just want to, I guess you want to make sure that you're not going to intending to swap the pieces into a different box, which I don't necessarily think it's a problem. You could always unstick it and then maybe stick it back. It's just that you know how it is with stickies. If you unstick it a couple of times, then it doesn't stick anymore. On the top here, you could also, I guess, put it on the top right over the House of Staunton sign and just keep it somewhere like right here, or you could keep it in the corner, but I'd probably keep it in the center maybe. So that way, when you approach the box, you could already see your little plaque on top. But once again, this is kind of not a hard surface. It's hard enough, but it's leather, or a leather-like material. So it's not that it has a lot of give, but I would just be you know, kind of questioning how well this is gonna stick to a semi-hard surface. Same over here. Obviously, you're not going to put the sticker down inside here, but I guess theoretically you could stick it there underneath. It's just that that's where your pieces go, okay? On the bottom, you'll have black felt on the box all around. Stitching is present on the sides all around like this. Stitching is present on the sides of the lid. Same for all the sides. So it does look like the construction and the quality of work is meant to, to last. This box is meant to last in a way that a lot of times when we buy certain products, we oftentimes notice that like things will start to fray, or little threads will start to come out. So the stitching here is pretty close together, so I like that. I don't see, when I look around, any threads that are coming out, so that's already a good sign. It's not a very heavy box. Overall, it's fairly spacious for most smaller chess sets with a smaller base, but like I've mentioned in my previous video, the biggest problem is the fact that for the bigger chess sets like 4 point, or any of the more expensive chess sets that tell you that they would require like a 2.25 or maybe a 2.5 board, a lot of times the bases of those chess pieces all the way through are fairly large, which is nice for a chess set, not so much for if you want them to be all fitted standing up. Okay, that's kind of the biggest thing. These boxes, they do make them fairly deep. We've seen before, I made a video about boxes, not once, I think several times, where I showed you guys the slide top box that's also sold by the House of Staunton, and it just wasn't deep enough because the slide top box goes right over, and if you try to set up your king to stand up, it won't close. But in this particular case, you have the necessary depth this way, but you also have a little bit of room right over here. So you have a little bit of extra space. I've tried 4.4-inch kings standing up, and I had no problem with closing this box all the way without even having the king touch the top. So plenty of room for pretty much any chess pieces as far as height goes. The inside of the box, it has this nice green felt. You don't see any stitching on the inside, so much so. It's just, I guess maybe it's glued in somehow to the walls. But you don't have a lot of padding in this box. The slide top box did have more padding. This one has no padding pretty much anywhere. And you could feel the wood underneath, but it's not like no padding means not good enough for your pieces. The slide top box had a padding on the bottom that felt like squishy. It felt squishy, so I suppose you put your pieces down, and with an intention of like putting a bunch of pieces on top of each other, maybe the squishiness kind of helps to damper things. But I don't think that this box would have benefited too much or would have been that much different if they put extra extra reinforcement, like extra padding in there, because I don't really think necessarily there would be any particular advantage. This is soft enough all throughout to where I wouldn't necessarily be concerned about pieces being scratched. But I mean, in the same instance, a lot of the boxes from back in the day, they weren't even felted inside. I've seen some boxes that were just wood with the separation, and things seemed fine. I mean, I think that this is overall pretty much about as much as you need out of a box as far as padding goes. Now you can see here we have nice metal hinges, well made. Everything's got these little screws inside, probably kind of hard to tell. The hinges close all the way, so that there is no separation anywhere in, as far as like when the box closes, the lid closes, there's no holes or separations, which is quite nice. And then when you open the box, it does go up about 90 degrees, just maybe a smidgen more. So that's enough. I don't know in what circumstances you would want the box to the lid to go out further. I think this is good. Only problem is if you're having a box that has maybe like a surface like this, then the lid will close. If it could come out further, then you wouldn't have that issue. But I mean, how many times do we actually put the box at at an incline like this. So if you're going to be playing, you're probably going to be playing on a flat surface anyways. If you're putting it at the other side, you're probably not going to have any issues until maybe about this far, at which point the lid is going to want to try to tip over your box if it doesn't have any pieces in it. But overall, the lid isn't super heavy, so you shouldn't need to worry about having it sitting where the lid would try to tip the box over. So overall, a well-made box. It does come with the key, and you have this sort of top portion here, and that locks in with this bottom portion. It closes, you put the key in, you close it, and the box stays closed. For what particular purpose would you feel like inclined to close the box? I guess if you have small kids, you don't necessarily want them to be messing around with your chess pieces. You could close the box and take the key, but I think a lot of the boxes I've seen, they don't have a key. They just have like a button that kind of keeps it closed, and you press on the button and it just opens, so that it prevents the lid from just swinging open by itself. But having a key, maybe not really, don't really have that much of an opinion on that. So great box, very nice. As far as what I would say is the dimensions of these boxes are really important, because this one is the premium leather chess box from House of Staunton. They also have the slightly bigger chess boxes that are kind of the same design. I feel like the biggest helpful advice that I could give you guys with regards to choosing the right size box is what I did with when I was choosing boxes myself. Not this one, because I guess I didn't really have time to consider, but plus I have enough chess pieces to where I could probably find the right chess pieces for this box. What I would do is, if you're looking for a box for your chess sets with an intention of standing your chess pieces up inside the box, kind of this particular design, read up on the dimensions of the inside of the compartments. And then, because they always have the dimensions in the description somewhere. And then take a piece of paper, get yourself a small ruler, and just draw the rectangles. Draw these rectangles out on a piece of paper, on like a white piece of paper, to the same dimensions that they have indicated. And then take your pieces and see if you can fit all your pieces standing in that square. If you can, and you still have a little bit of room left over, then that should not be a problem. Because I've had a lot of people ask me, they would say, hey, do you think this particular box would fit these type of pieces? Do you think this particular box would fit these type of pieces? Yeah, you try them, because that would probably be the best test, is that you take a piece of paper, draw your rectangle, see if you can put all your pieces in there standing inside of that little square that you drew. And if you can, then you're probably good, and if you can't, then it probably means that you might want to consider another box or another design. So anyways, so that's my quick overview of this box. I think it's selling for like 130, somewhere in that range. It's decent. Is it worth $130? I think it is. I think it's a well-made box. I'd probably consider spending a little bit less, and you can. If you end up buying a chess set and you end up getting this box for maybe like 80 instead of 130, that saves you a little bit of money, and if there's any discounts going on, that always helps a lot too. So I think overall, when I bought the Cook chess set, I probably ended up paying about 80, and take the additional discount off, so maybe we're talking, I probably paid about 70, 65 ish for this particular box. So 65, 70, 80 is a reasonable price, if you can get it at that price. Okay. Overall, I would say for any medium-sized pieces with a medium-sized diameter, you'll probably be well off with having a box like this. Then again, you have to ask yourself in the end, like, what exactly, are you looking to get out of a box? Because I've seen some really nice coffers out there, and realistically, if you have a coffer, what do you hope to accomplish with a coffer? If you sit down, let's say, to play a game of chess with a friend, and you're like, wait a minute, buddy, hold on, let me get my chess pieces and let me go to the basement, and you bring this huge chest. You open up and you say, look at these chess pieces. I mean, look at this coffer. Look how beautiful it looks in each of the individual. And your friend is like, wow, that's so awesome. But that's about it. A lot of those bigger boxes occupy a lot of space. So as always, thinking about how much space you have, how much space you're willing to have for a particular box is important. So in my opinion, there's a lot of different boxes and there's a lot of different storage options out there. So don't just be limited by by a few options out there. Look around. As you guys have seen on my video, the Fischer-Spassky wooden chess set that I've shown you guys a long time ago, I purchased a pistol case for it, and it served me well because this box is really nice. The pistol case is like twice thinner, so I can throw the pistol case and I wouldn't even know where it is. Like, it's just, I can throw it under my bed, I can do anything with it. I can put it in my backpack. Putting this box in your backpack might be possible, but because it doesn't have like the padding that a pistol case does, your pieces are gonna like fall to the side, and every time you're walking or whatever and you're walking with your backpack, your pieces are gonna be shaking, potentially shaking. So like I said, don't be limited by just like what one company offers. Look around, see what other people, read the forums, see what other people do with regards to storage. And that's how I ended up getting the pistol case, because people like you, subscribers, have posted some helpful advice for me. So I'm always happy when people are being helpful. Okay. Lastly, for today's video, I wanted to mention that I guess it's not only my subscribers and general viewers that are watching my videos, but also chess distributors, I guess, are doing the same thing too. Chess distributors are watching to see how my videos are. Just recently, I've had the really nice people from Royal Chess Mall contacted me and told me that they really enjoy watching my videos, and they think that my videos are really good quality, and they would be thrilled for me to review any of their chess sets. But I think before, maybe about a month ago or so, I may have sent them a message inquiring whether or not they have any affiliate programs out there or anything like that. And they did answer, saying that they do in fact have an affiliate program as well, and they would be happy to bring me in as an affiliate. So that is another news for today. I have signed up with Royal Chess Mall. It took me like a day, and became an affiliate. So I'll throw a link below for you guys to go and check the site out. They do have some really nice wooden chess sets. I've been trying to consider getting a couple maybe at some point in the near future. I really like some of their quality chess sets. It's just, as you guys know, I mean, they're expensive. So picking one and really hoping to be happy with it, it's tricky. But one of the good news is I'm going to let you guys know today that as an affiliate, I have the option of giving you guys this information, which is if you go to Royal Chess Mall and you find some kind of a product, whether it's a box or chess set, a chess board, chess clocks or anything, if upon checkout you wish to receive 10% discount in the code, put AlSuChess. So this is this is exciting stuff. Now people are, you can put AlSuChess. Just put AlSuChess the way that, without any spaces or anything like that. And hit, apply code and hope to get a 10% discount. However, a lot of times the problem is if, for example, they're already running some kind of a sale, so let's say it's 15%, a lot of times you can't combine codes together. So maybe like the 15% that they're offering in general right now might be better than the 10% that I give you guys. So, but anyways, so that's exciting. And if the codes can be combined, let me know. Let me know if it even works. Try it out. You don't even have to buy anything. Just go to the checkout and put AlSuChess and see if it even works, and let me know. But yeah, so that's about it. I'm really excited. I have some other people that are wanting to affiliate with me, and I guess they enjoy watching the videos. I guess they think that I do a relatively good job. I'm just trying to be helpful here. And anyways, As always, thank you for watching my video. As always, I wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I wish everybody a Happy New Year. All the holidays that are coming up, whatever you guys are celebrating, all the best to you and your family. And stick around. I've got a couple of more chess things that are actually sitting in that room down there that I need to review. But I'm just kind of taking it one video at a time. So stick around, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Bye-bye.